Come get ready with me for a work from home day while I'm 15 weeks postpartum. If you're new here, my name's Katie Verline. I share a lot about pregnancy, postpartum, and mom life in general, mixed with a little bit of my favorite things like travel and thrifting. But I hope that you like, subscribe, and follow along for more, and make sure you hit that post notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos I post. Otherwise, let's go get ready. Oh my gosh, I feel like it's been forever since I've filmed anything, but it probably doesn't feel that way because I had filmed a lot of videos and scheduled them out weekly. But, let's get into it. I already put my SPF on this morning, so I'm going to jump right into my Makeup by Mario contour stick. If you are new here, I've done a lot of research on making sure that all of my makeup is both pregnancy and postpartum safe so that it's safe for you and for baby throughout breastfeeding. I love the Makeup by Mario brand. One, I love that they have the brush on the contour stick. I do wish it was refillable because then it would be like reusable and a little bit green. But I love that they're clean. So you'll see a lot of the products I use are Makeup by Mario. But I am officially back to work. I am 15 weeks postpartum, so I have been back for about 2.5, 3 weeks now, which is crazy. So get my makeup, just do my makeup today for my work from home day. I am fully remote. I work in the tech field, and I just have a lot of meetings today, so wanted to do my makeup today. So, contouring wise, I feel like I need to look up a new video. I feel like my face has totally changed shape since having kids, but I do my cheekbones, my nose, and then my forehead. But being back to work, being a breastfeeding mama or pumping when he's not with me, and then also having a toddler, it has been a lot mentally. I've definitely noticed that I am kind of harder on myself lately, and I've been trying. We're going to do the inside of my nose today too. This is also Makeup by Mario. I used the color, which I should know, is 220. This is their Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer, but I do kind of just the opposites of where I contour, and then the inside of my nose, the peaks of my forehead, and my chin to bring light to my face, which sometimes I do feel like is a little too much for every day. But when I have a lot of meetings scheduled, video-wise, which because I am remote, so I'm always on like Microsoft Teams or something, I just feel like it brightens my face up a little bit. It has definitely been a challenge. We've had a lot of changes, so just kind of working through those, and working full time and also having 2 kiddos is not for the faint of heart. And I almost feel like I struggle to make time for myself. And what Chris and I have been doing recently is, one, I really want to do a Run Disney in the next couple of years. So I'm training for that, which I am not a runner. I don't like running, but when you add running and Disney, I'm interested. So we've been training for that. So we've been trading off doing just like a lap in our neighborhood, which is 1.2 miles. Sometimes we do 2. And I mean, I know we're starting slow, but I think it's given us both like a mental space to like just only have to worry about one thing. And I don't want to say give you a break. Like that's not a good, it makes me feel bad because I don't need a break from them, but also like I just need some me time. And I guess the hardest part is just making the time. I caught myself saying like we don't even have time to work out anymore because I am a person that like I have to work out every day. I have to move my body in some way. And I stopped myself because I still have been, but it's more making the time. And like figuring like, okay, well, if both of them are sleeping and I'm done working, like take 15 minutes and do Pilates, or wake up a little bit earlier and get that in, which is normally my routine. I'm normally a 5 a.m. wake up person and just recently have not been able to get out of bed. And I need to get back into that because I can see how it's affecting my body and how it's affecting my brain. And that just, we need to stop that. We need to make time for ourselves, because if we are not taking care of ourselves, how are we going to be the parents that we want to be? So we're working on that. Also this morning, we're caffeinating and hydrating. My newest obsession, if you watched our weekly vlog a couple weeks ago, I've been making my own coffee syrup, and I've been testing one out before I make like a full batch, but I've been doing honey and then almond extract, which my mom picked me up one from the Strip District, which is an area in Pittsburgh that has like a bunch of different like cultural and ethnic stores, and our favorite one is PenMac, or Pennsylvania Macaroni Company, and it's a little Italian store. My mom always says it smells like her grandma's house, which just warms my heart. But they have really good flavorings, and I didn't pick it up. She picked it up for me the last time she was there. And she grabbed me almond extract and with honey. Delicious. It's so good. And of course I'm drinking Joffrey's because I need a little Disney magic in my heart every once in a while. Or every day. So if you have noticed, we've been posting a lot on our family channel about how we are traveling. We did one trip on the end of my maternity leave, which was, loved it. We went to Colorado and Utah and did several national parks, and my parents actually were able to join for that one. But Chris is going to be on paternity leave soon, and we're going to be traveling almost half of his paternity leave, which is really cool. So we will be headed off on several trips. So if you like watching family travel vlogs or travel in general, definitely check out our Bearline Travels page. Kind of a humble brag plug. And see how we travel together as a family of four and kind of what we get into. I mean, I feel like I'm probably the one that has sparked the travel bug in our family, but I am a firm believer that like I need to see and experience the world. Like if we were meant to stay in one place, we'd have roots, not feet. It's something I say all the time to my boys, to my husband, my family. If people ask me what was on my bucket list, what is not on my bucket list is a smaller list. And there's pretty much nowhere I wouldn't want to go to or experience. I guess that list is definitely smaller. With that being said, I am 100% like, I live to travel. I work and make money to travel more. I want to see as much as the world. If I were given the chance, I would sell all of my belongings and everything we own, minus like our immediate necessities, and just get on the road and go. And I feel like it changes you as a person. Like you get to experience so many different things. It makes you more patient. It makes you more vulnerable. It makes you work together as a team. And there's so many good things that come out of travel, despite it being very stressful, because it can be, especially traveling with two kids. But there is nothing that brings me more joy than seeing the world and seeing that my little ones are really enjoying it and my husband really enjoys it. Just, I feel like I'm living the life I dreamed of and never knew it would be a reality, which is, I don't want to cry today. Oh my God. Ugh, that's not where my brain was starting when I made this list of things I wanted to talk about, but I'm very blessed. And thank you so much for watching, because this definitely helps us travel more, and it does not go unnoticed, and we are just so grateful for anybody that tunes in. Anyway, your girl is tired. That's why I am caffeinating and hydrating and doing all the things. Our little guy, one of them is actually fighting an ear infection for the first time, and just, it's our infant. He's 15 weeks old, and like, to give infants medicine through a syringe, like, come on. In 2026, like, we really haven't come up with something better. It is so difficult that it takes two of us. We've tried nursing and giving it to him. We've tried using a pacifier and pulling it out and giving it to him. Like, there needs to be a better way. So please, if you are a parent or medical professional or whoever that is watching this video and you have any tips and tricks, I'd love to hear them, because honestly, I I don't know that he's getting even a quarter of the meds, and like he's getting better, but like I don't know how much is actually getting in his system. Anyway, that was the little one. Lawless. I almost said flawless. Lawless pack. This is the one I use for travel because I love all the colors. I was actually at Sephora and 2 days ago and was looking at some of their travel ones, and I might be getting another one. Not that I need it because I literally only wear like one or two colors, but there were some ones that piqued my interest, so they might be in an upcoming travel video. So if you did watch, if you did watch our Moab series, I actually ended up missing our last night in Moab because I had a gallbladder attack. And it's something that's super common in pregnancy, that your gallbladder just gets funky for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe all the hormones or something that are like pumping through your system. This is the fake awake. I'll say it again. This is coffee, but for your face. You need it. If you have kids, you don't have kids, it just makes you wake up. Which, I know I mentioned that I already put my SPF on, but take this from your millennial older sister. I don't know why I did that. Wear your SPF. Put your SPF on every day. I like to think that my skin looks real good at 35 because I started putting SPF on every day when I was in like college, when I was like in my early 20s. And I feel like it really, really helped. I've been trying to get Chris to put SPF on, and he's been doing it recently too. So guys, definitely put your SPF on because, listen, you have one face. Well, you have one body, you have one everything. But like, protect it, and it'll keep you from like aging and all that stuff. And just... Also, skin cancer. It's a very real thing. Like, you don't want to be having things burned off your face or anything when you're later in life, because we have several relatives that have to do that, and I feel so bad for them, and they're walking around with bandages, so we're protecting ourselves. But anyway, I had a gallbladder attack, and I missed the last night in Moab, and it is just something that happens, but essentially you almost feel like you're having an allergic reaction or the flu, and it goes away in like 3 hours, but it's from if you have just eaten too much fatty food. And I'm not a fried food person. We don't eat a lot of junk food. And my gallbladder was just up in arms over like, I was having like cheese, avocado, nuts. Like it wasn't unhealthy fats. These were all healthy fats, but I guess it was just too much on that day. And I've been taking vitamins and things for it, so I'm hoping that it is going to get better. Otherwise, I've done a flush in the past, which sounds ridiculous, but it is what it is. And I do it through my chiropractor. He's also a nutritionist, and it's essentially like you're mixing like this like Epsom salt, grapefruit juice, olive oil thing with this specific mix, and essentially like the way he described it was it like squeezes out your gallbladder, and then you're like good for a while, because I don't get gallstones, but I get gall sludge since having kids. So just add it, just something else that we have to deal with. And I hope, mamas, if you have this going on too, I hope that there is somebody that you can reach out to and find out something that you can do in a more natural way, because surgery, I just can't even fathom having surgery and a little one. Can't think of it. And the reason I say that is because the first time this started happening, like I went and saw a gastro doc, and they immediately were like, we have to remove your gallbladder. And I was like, what? Like there's nothing that we can do? And then talking to my chiropractor / nutritionist, didn't know that this is something he could help with. I was more like complaining, like, can you believe this? Like, and he was like, oh my gosh, try this. And it worked. And I talked to my gastro doctor afterwards, and he was like, that's amazing. Send me his info, because if I can have patients do that instead of surgery, he's like, I'd love to recommend that. So I also felt like I did my good deed for the day, even though I went in complaining. So while I have been very tired and also trying to make time to work out, I started looking into different workouts, and I post a lot of the workouts that I do on my Instagram. So definitely go ahead and follow me there. They're not good just for postpartum. Like they're good for anybody if you're looking to like flatten your stomach or tone your legs. If you have rib flare, diastasis recti. And it's definitely helped me with my first as well as now being postpartum with my second. And with my first, I actually ended up I was 15 pounds lighter than my pre-pregnancy weight by the time that he was a year old. And I'd love to do that again. Now I was lighter this time with my second before I got pregnant. So we'll see kind of how that plays out. I 100% a person that like, I feel like I could quote the Eat, Pray, Love, where like I weigh myself every day. And like I know she says in the movie, like I've never read the book. I should. It's a phenomenal. That's like even another thing I like don't even know. I feel like if I sat down with a book, I'd fall asleep. But she says like she's so tired of getting on the scale to see how much it's gone up or down to decide like how much self-loathing she's going to take into the shower with her that day. And like I so feel that. I weigh myself every day and think like, what could I have done better? How did I treat my body? Like, am I eating for energy? Am I emotionally eating? And while that is exhausting, I feel like it does keep me accountable and healthy, and I'm setting a good example for my boys. I don't let them see me weigh myself. That's how I deal with it, but it just makes me make better choices during the day. But with that being said, I started looking into different workouts just because like my body is just different shaped this time. I mean, it's been through 2 pregnancies now. And one of the things I've been researching is lymphatic drainage workouts. And I tried one finally for the first time this morning. So I don't know that I have enough knowledge yet to kind of share it. But it's supposed to reduce like your puffiness or water or anything that you're holding on to. So we'll see. And I mean, like, it's a Chinese medicine thing. And I feel like, I don't know, they're pretty good with a lot of things when it comes to like the mind and body. So we're trying this one out and I'll keep you updated and we'll see how it pans out. Now, I think I've shared this before that, this is the Ilia Midnight Express Clean Liner. And they're also another brand that I love. I also use their multi-stick for my blush. That's what I put on my nose and my cheekers. But me and a couple of my girlfriends, we do coffee club every month. So we try a new coffee shop in Pittsburgh and we go and we like grab food or just grab coffee and we sit and we kibitz and it is mentally healing. And sorry, I cannot do eyeliner and talk at the same time. One of the things that we've been talking about at Coffee Club is like, we need to make mom friendship easy. Like it doesn't always have to be an outing. Like I love that once a month, like we do that because it's like, it's scheduled, it's on the calendar. We're going to see each other like bing, bang, boom. And we did it almost every month in 2025. And now 2026, we're almost at every month. But of course it was more difficult when I was, had a newborn. But we've still met just about every month. And it's like 2 to 3 hours. We go, we sit, we kibitz, we talk, we come home refreshed. But we keep talking about how we need to make mom friendship easy and how all mom friendships need to be easy and they don't need to be like these big ordeals or like going out or doing anything. Like I want to be like, hey, come over. We're going to hang out on the porch. The kids are going to play in the backyard, bring snacks. I have snacks, whatever. And just hang out. And the girls were like, done, sold. Which during my maternity leave, we would meet once a week at a park. And most of the time we did the same park just because it was one that was the easiest and it had enough for varying ages because mine is the youngest and then we have almost 5. And it was so nice. And I don't know why, and maybe this makes sense to you, but it felt like it was somehow easier to go to the park with 3 moms and 7 kids rather than going to the park by myself with a newborn at the time and a 2-year-old. I know like the math isn't mathing, but trust me. That's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze Gel. I did not color my eyebrows today. I usually typically do that just if we have like a big event, but I did want to just kind of make sure that they were in place. I am on a brow hair growth journey. I used to put castor oil on it. I've been a little nervous to do that since I've been pregnant and then I was breastfeeding. I need to do more research on that to make sure that that is safe. But I still feel like they look fuller even if I don't color them in, if I just kind of brush them and freeze them. This is the Milk Rise Mascara Waterproof. As you can tell, I am still very emotional. My emotions are 100% a roller coaster, so I am still doing waterproof mascara, not every day, but just about. Like I can tell that my emotions are all over the place today. So definitely waterproof it is because I don't need to hear a song or be scrolling on social media and see an adorable or sad video and then have running mascara before my next meeting. Not that I spend a lot of time on social media while I'm working, but you know what I mean. But I'm always looking for trying new brands. I like the ones I use, but I will say, and I think I've talked about this before, that the Ilia eyeliner and the Makeup by Mario, while they're both clean, they do leave like an extra line in. It's already doing it. Like if you can see it, it's already making an extra line, and I don't know why it does that on me. I've been trying to use the all-nighter spray when we're traveling and things to make sure that things kind of stay in place, but for whatever reason I have not found a good eyeliner. So if you know any clean brands, please share them with me. I would love to try them. But if you have made it this far in the video, please give me some sunshine emojis in the comment section because I'd love to see that you are watching. It helps my channel, and we are getting to that point of the year where just sunshine just refreshes our soul. But I'm gonna throw some chapstick on, and I'm ready for work. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that you follow along, like, subscribe, do all of the things, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, and thank you for being here because you're amazing. Bye.